But before you go, say you were in Barcelona for ISE. So first of all, for
Yeah.
those who don't know what ISE is, what is it?
It's a massive event. I don't know how many people go to CES, Phil, but there were 58,000 people at Barcelona for ISE, Integrated Systems Europe.
Times that by 3 for CES.
Right. Okay. So, it wasn't so big. I thought it was big, but it's for AV and systems integration professionals. Things of interest this time around, there was almost nothing on the display side of things. LG displays were, Sony were there, Samsung were there. There was nothing from the consumers. We didn't see any of the consumer panels, but what you got was professional displays. You got the Samsung Wall, you got the Sony Cletus, you got the LG micro LED, huge displays. Also other things like OLED, transparent OLED signage and things like that. So a lot on that side, a lot on the networking side of things, and then more pertaining to what we're talking about this evening with home theater, a lot of audio companies there, and also related to what we're just talking about with McIntosh. They were there, and they had a very impressive array of amps outside their room. I put a picture on my Facebook page. It was very, very interesting, and also. Dirac were there with their new acoustic live calibration tools. So that was an off-site demo. I did. First time to hear Perlisten as well. And wow.
Yeah.
Those Perlisten speakers.
Sounds like the same demo I got at CES.
Wow.
Yeah.
Could have been the same track. Ghost Riders, I think it was. It's now my Spotify thing, but it doesn't sound anything good as what they had.
Yeah, there was also one track called Batshit Crazy. I don't know if they played that one or not.
No, they didn't play that one.
No, that was interesting. Yeah. So did they do the A and B comparison?
They did, on, off, on, off. Yeah. And the Perlistens were awesome in 2-channel without that. I mean, without being on. When they switched it on, certainly the bass was really, it was improved. It was nice and tight and really sort of punchy and sort of, I was so impressed by that. And then we went to multi-channel, Top Gun and things like that. And it was still really good, but I wasn't quite as impressed by what Dirac was doing to it. It's still a work in progress. So I expect them to be making improvements, and that's what I was told. And the other interesting thing got to do was the new Trinnov demo as well. So they had a custom built room there. I think, it was tens of thousands of pounds to build this room. And they had 16 subwoofers in this room. What they're doing is similar to what Dirac are doing, I believe. It's an active system. Whereby they basically creating a wall of sound. They're using the rear subwoofers to remove reflections and deal with room modes. And you're supposed to get identical bass in all the seating positions. I could only sit in one, so I can't vouch for what other people experienced. But it was really, really good. It wasn't. The demo wasn't entirely perfect because there was still a lot of noise coming in from the showroom floor. But as a demonstration of principle, it was really good. So obviously this is going to be a big new thing, isn't it, for on the EQ side of things coming forward. And interesting that we just mentioned that McIntosh will be having Dirac in it as well. At the moment it's limited, I believe, to Storm Audio, but it'll be rolled out later.
Just a quick one. Dirac, did they allow you to move around in the seating position?
Yes.
Because that really does make a big difference, because the sweet spot is huge.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. So very impressed by both demos. And what else was there? We hung around on the screen research booth because it's now PVA certified. They had a very interesting screen, an art screen, CinemaScope, and you could drop down in front of it. It had a piece of artwork. You can get whatever you want printed on there. So it would fit quite nicely into some living rooms because you can just have art printed on the front of it. So 1 minute it's art, next minute it's just it goes up and it's a screen.
Which has been a concept that's been around a while. The AVForums home cinema that Stu has had Star Wars artwork over the front of it that moved out of the way. So it's nice to see that they're refining the technology and keeping it going.
Yeah. Certainly, Mad VR as well. They were on the same booth, so hung around with those guys for a while and watching them demoing that to a lot of integrators. Oops, I've lost my. What's happened? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Oh, it's come back on again.
Yeah.
So I lost my mic for a second there, but it was a very interesting show, and lots of manufacturer parties in the evening in Barcelona.
Yeah, well, the other thing I've just seen in your photographs there, I didn't see it. It's gone again. But DeLorean, what was the DeLorean there for? What was that?
I have no idea what it was there, apart from just to get people to a booth.
Right.
Hanging around the booth. But
it will.
I thought you'd be interested in that one.
Yeah, I love a DeLorean. I couldn't afford one now, though. They're silly money nowadays. But yeah, and of course,
back in the day, they were cheaper, weren't they?
Yeah, they were a lot cheaper.
You'd have to get a DeLorean to go back in time.
Oh, that's an idea.
So you can buy the cheaper DeLorean. Maybe
they can make a good one as well. Because, I mean, you know what I mean? It's like never meet your hero. I never want to drive one. Anyway, excellent. ISE, it's a show I've never been to, Jules. And I think it's just because it's an integrator show and it's more, custom install and so on. But that's sometimes where all the interesting technology starts to creep in, because if you've got wealthy customers who want the best of the best, that's where you get your R&D budget. So, interesting to see that technology.
But also, Phil, I would just say as well, ISE goes into other vertical markets as well. So it's there are exhibitors there in the education game and in business to business. Yeah.
I think CEDIA co-sponsor it, don't they? It's partly CEDIA.
Yeah, because CEDIA don't have a Euro show anymore, do they? They don't have They used to have a UK thing in London, but
that's right.
That disappeared a number of years ago. It's now just the US show. So okay, so that's they're obviously attaching themselves to ISE then. Excellent.